Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor twist, Thomas dies and mom gets his heart? Bold and the Beautiful sees Taylor Hayes' health has left us on the edge of our seats, but I can't help but feel skeptical about where this plot is headed. With Thomas Forrester returning home, I worry that he might be dragged into this sketchy situation in a veritably bad way. Could we be looking at a tragedy where Taylor dies? Or perhaps no bone dies? Or someone differently dies rather? Let's dive in and explore the possibilities. Bold and the Beautiful Taylor Hayes needs an expert on Bold and the Beautiful Taylor Hayes needs an expert. She commended Lee Finnegan about feeling tired and out during her exercises. She revealed that her primary care croaker had diagnosed her with heart failure and given her a grim prognostic. When Lee asked if she had seen a cardiologist, Taylor admitted she hadn't. This raises a red flag. Since when does a general practice croaker deliver a death judgment without pertaining the case to a specialist? Yes, Taylor is a medical croaker herself, but she's a psychiatrist, not a cardiologist. Lee offered to shoot her some referrals. So, I imagine Taylor's outlook might ameliorate once she consults with an expert. Bold and Beautiful Brad Bell recycles old plot or character immolation ahead. Bold and Beautiful suckers consider Brad Bell may reclaim an old plot or immolate a character ahead. Now that we're in the midst of this life or death plot, could he be planning commodity indeed worse than killing off Taylor? Like immolating another character to save her? Flashback when Katie Logan demanded a heart transplant? Her family shot himself at the sanitarium so she could have his heart? I don't see anyone going to similar axes for Taylor. But could Brad be considering killing off Thomas to give Taylor a chance at life? Thomas has been out-screen for so long, and suckers keep asking about his whereabouts and Matthew Atkinson's status with the show. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers haven't given important to go on. Could Brad be tired of those questions and still writing Thomas out, as he did with Wyatt Spencer and Quinn Fuller? Or perhaps Thomas is fated to die, giving his heart to his mama in a woeful twist of fate. Another possibility is a redo of Brooke Logan and Stephanie Forrester's emotional death scene. Brooke lately expressed a desire for a genuine fellowship with Taylor, echoing the moment when Stephanie, who had always been at odds with Brooke, failed in her arms. Numerous suckers are upset that Brad is steering us in that direction, and it's not a popular idea. Also there's the frustrating Eric is dying plot from not too long ago. Lee opens up to Finn about a case. At the Precipice House, Steffi tasted commodity was wrong with her mama. Taylor tried to redirect, but Steffi figured she knew what the matter was. Taylor claimed it was nothing, but Steffi wondered if it was a Joe Taylor might be seeing. Taylor came kindly confused, and Steffi remarked that the vibrant Taylor had a lot of life ahead of her. Taylor said there was no special man, and she didn't need a relationship. She said she had her kiddies and grandkids, and she was thankful for them every moment. Steffi felt shamefaced about pushing Taylor to stay in city. She bothered she was holding Taylor back. Taylor claimed she wanted to be there, but Steffi said she was dampening Taylor's vagrant spirit and precluding Taylor from living her life. Taylor replied that she was living her life, soaking it up while she could. Steffi stated that the family demanded Taylor, but so did her cases. Taylor responded that she was seeing her cases ever for as long as it would work. Steffi didn't want to stop Taylor from doing what she loved. Taylor claimed that being with her family was what she loved most. Steffi participated how important Taylor's kiddies looked up to her and said she didn't know where she'd be without her mama. Steffi loved that she could lean on Taylor until she was old and Argentine. She said Taylor had tutored her to be strong and stalwart. Steffi hoped Taylor didn't mind Steffi hugging her every day. Steffi gushed over her mama, blubbing that she loved Taylor and would no way stop demanding her. Taylor replied that she demanded Steffi, too further than Steffi could know. They hugged each other. In Lee's office, Lee allowed about her earlier discussion regarding Taylor's condition. Finn arrived for a case consult and appreciated his mama's advice. He noticed she had commodity on her mind. Lee wouldn't talk about it. Finn guessed it was about his father, but Lee hadn't taken Jack's calls in weeks. Finn offered to help with what was importing on Lee, wishing he could. Lee admitted she was veritably concerned. Lee remained fugitive, saying Finn had enough to worry about. Finn said she couldn't deal with everything on her own. Lee admitted it was about a case with a complicated case. Typically, Lee would drink his input, but she couldn't in this case because the case wanted no bone. Not indeed family, to know about the condition. Lee conveyed that the prognostic wasn't good and she had appertained the case for an alternate opinion. Lee flashed back to her discussion with Taylor. Finn said Lee typically didn't let her feelings get involved. Lee replied that it was an emotional situation and uncharted home. Finn asked why the case wanted to keep it secret. Lee said the case had her reasons. He remarked that it would be lonely for the case, but Lee said it didn't have to be. Lee had advised the case against insulation when facing such a challenge. Lee hadn't gotten through to the case but was determined to keep trying. Finn figured Lee really watched about the case. He said they were mortal, after all, and there wasn't much further Lee could do if the case wanted to keep the secret. Lee asked if he'd want to know if it was his family. Finn affirmed that he'd and said he'd feel devastated, but he reminded his mama that she couldn't force it. He told her it was okay to feel sad and helpless, saying the job got to him, too. Lee said she had advised the case to review as the condition progressed. Finn noted that Lee sounded close to the case. Lee revealed that the case was a grandmother, like her. In Eric's office, Brooke and Ridge flirted as he asked her to try on one of his rearmost bedroom designs. She wanted to do it at home, but he claimed she had to try it on for everyone. He wondered how he'd gotten so lucky with Brooke, still as beautiful as the day they'd met. In his mind, they were in a good place, the family was thriving, and the business was roaring. Brooke said Steffi's fire with Luna was a good memorial not to take effects for granted. Brooke and Ridge allowed. It was good that Taylor and Steffi would spend time together, and Ridge said Taylor being in city was the stylish decision she had made. Ridge wanted peace, health, and substance for the family. Brooke said they were working on that part. Ridge recalled that Brooke and Taylor had formerly been close musketeers. They had participated most refections together, and Ridge joked that they'd indeed had corresponding pajamas. Brooke recalled that their fellowship had ended, though not because of him. He admitted he hadn't made it easy, but he figured the women could patch effects up. Brooke admitted that was the thing. She at least wanted to be cordial with Taylor. Ridge said it would be good for everyone, and Taylor might stay in city. Brooke had the feeling that Taylor demanded to be around family further than ever. They talked about how happy Steffi was to have her mama back, and Ridge revealed that Steffi wanted him to talk to Taylor and make sure she stayed for a long time. Ridge asked if Brooke minded him talking about Taylor. Brooke didn't. She said they were one big, messy family. She was happy Taylor was home, and she didn't suppose Taylor was going anywhere. Brooke hoped they could have numerous happy, peaceful times together. Was this composition helpful? The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the week of September 23, 2024, are in. Coming week, anticipate Taylor Hayes to tell Lee Finnegan she's dying. Bridget Forrester returns. Jockle Juliuson will perform Way Down We Go. Also, Bill Spencer wants to be a family again with Katie Logan and Will Spencer. Keep reading to find out what's coming up in the CBS Cleaner pieces. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Monday, September 23, Taylor Hayes' secret. B&B spoilers for Monday, September 23, reveal that Taylor transferred Lee a textbook communication. Lee rushed over and was surprised that Taylor reached out. Taylor will tell Lee that in Europe, she was diagnosed with a heart condition. Of course, Lee will offer to run her own tests or get her the stylish specialists. I've a feeling that Taylor will decline and ask Lee to keep it a secret. On Tuesday, September 24, suckers can anticipate Taylor to try to hide the verity from her family. Still, Steffi Forrester Finnegan considers her mama to be her stylish friend. So, Steffi will suspect that Taylor is hiding commodity. When Steffi tries to push, Taylor shuts her down. Sounds analogous to Eric Forrester's plot in which he deceived his favored Bones about a deadly condition. Tuesday's occasion will also feature Rich Forrester telling Brooke Logan about his pledge to Steffi. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Wednesday, September 25th Beatty reunion? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, September 25th reveal that Bill will reach out to Katie. Bill will want to talk about the future. It sounds like Bill might be done with Penelope Poppy Nazawa. Bill asks Katie and Will if they can be a family again. What will Katie and Will say to Bill's request? B&B spoilers, Thursday, September 26th. On Thursday, September 26th, Steffi has another debate with Hope Logan. This time, the debate has to do with Ridge's connections with Brooke and Taylor. Meanwhile, Will tries to make sense of the wedge between Bill and Katie. It sounds like Katie might repel reuniting with Bill. Katie was hurt a lot by Bill in repeated ways. On the other hand, indeed Katie admitted that Bill has changed for the better. On Friday, September 27th, Bridget will return just in time for a musical performance at Brooke's bedroom photoshoot. Meanwhile, Jokal Juliusson collaborates with Brooke's bedroom. The Icelandic songster will perform Way Down We Go. Also, Steffi Smothers as Finn and Hope bond over the Icelandic musician and his band, Kaleo.